Domain expansion. Infinite void.
Welcome one, welcome all to our very first podcast called The Anime Odyssey. My name's Christian, and this is
Dean.
my co-host. Thank you for stopping by.
Of course.
How's your day going, Dean?
Going pretty good. Just slept most of the day. Excited to be on the podcast and talk about some anime.
Hell yeah, me too. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little bit of a growing process. We're not great at this. We're a little bit nervous.
Yep.
But we're gonna do our best.
I'm sure they can tell, but that's okay.
So
we're just gonna talk
So
and
Dean
do some cool stuff.
made our intro music.
I did. It took me like 3.5 hours once I knew what I wanted to do.
You want to talk about your music making a little bit?
I mean, it's not much. I've been slowing down in the years, but honestly, like getting back into watching anime and stuff like that has kind of like inspired me more to do more music. So, you know,
very good. I actually like the stuff that you do, and I think it's cool that you do it.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rundown of what this podcast is about. Basically, based off the name, we're gonna go on an adventure together, and we're going to talk about old anime, new anime. We're gonna discover shows that we haven't seen, and we're gonna talk about a bunch that we have seen. It's about discovery. And pretty much all the genres. We're going to touch on pretty much anything. It's not going to be just isekai or shonen. It's going to be all sorts of things. Slice of life, you name it. Might even get into a little bit of fan service. You know, who knows? But we're going to talk about it all. But we also want to talk about news. And we're going to have our own little segments. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. But we're going to kind of grow along with each episode. So
we're on an adventure.
Yes. So our first thing we're going to start off with pretty much every week is we're going to start off with a little bit of Japanese. It's very small. We're going to learn something here.
Good.
So the word that I have picked out this week, or it's gonna be a word or it's gonna be a phrase, and we're gonna do our best to pronounce it.
Gosh.
Slam, if you will. It's fine. We're learning.
Yes.
Although I do have a little bit of experience speaking Japanese, but I will do my best to help you.
Okay, good. I've always wanted to learn, to be honest.
Yeah.
I even have like a Japanese little book in case I ever go there, you know, just to help me with trying to navigate over there.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So the word I have, or the phrase, is wakari masen. And maybe you already know what that means.
Wakari masen?
Yeah, wakari masen.
Wakari masen.
And that's all. God. That's one word.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
So I'll give you kind of like a breakdown of like, say it syllable by syllable.
Okay.
So
Wa.
Ka. Ri. Like R-I. It's kind of like more of like an L-I almost.
Okay.
Ma.
Sen.
And sen is like you say it like a S, almost like an S-E-H-N. So sen.
Okay, sen.
So wakari masen.
Wakari wasen.
Yep.
Is that close?
Wakari masen.
Wakari
M-A-S-E-N.
masen.
Yep.
Wakari masen.
And that means I don't understand. Just like I don't understand why we're doing this.
Okay.
I thought that was a good one to start with.
Oh god. Get me to pronounce words.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was like reading it on screen.
Yeah. No, I think this is a fun way to do it. Maybe in the future.
Okay.
We'll do that. I'll put it on the screen for you.
Okay.
But
okay.
Like all new things, we're usually kind of underprepared going into them.
Yeah.
Which is the story of my life.
Masen.
Yeah. Wakari masen.
Okay. Cool.
Wakari masen.
Wakari masen.
Yeah. And maybe yeah, I'll take that input, and next time I'll put it on the screen for you, and and it'll be a
Yeah, we
little
should
bit
break
better.
down the word. That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, so that is our first little learning segment of the day.
Mm.
Moving on to the next thing. Let's get it right into our top 10s, because I know we both are eager to talk about them.
Yep.
I'm very eager. I'm a little bit I'm not nervous, but everyone has their own tastes,
Yeah.
I might like something that someone thinks is dog shit. And I know there's a couple here that some people think are dog shit, and I'm going to fight tooth and nail to tell you that it's not.
Yeah. I mean, you like what you like, Yeah. And I'm sure I'll have some controversial ones too.
What did you go what did you base your top 10 off of? Like, what made you choose?
What made me basically what I remember from when I was younger, because that's kind of what makes me happy is the older ones that I used to watch as a kid, that really got me into this whole anime world and stuff. So I kind of based it off just what I preferred to watch more, and some are recent ones, some are oh, I just absolutely love this anime, so yeah, this is this
a little bit of a nostalgia factor.
Yeah, but what's gonna seem common is how old some of these are. So
yeah, that's cool.
But
I'll give you mine's semi-similar. So mine is just what's made me feel or react viscerally almost. Have it could be cringe. Whatever feeling it is, it could be cringe, it could be it could have made me really mad. Could have been a bunch of things. Basically, instills feelings in me. It's got to have, if it has quality animation, and it takes you for a ride over the lifetime of the show, because some of these are going to be a little bit on the longer end. And it's a show that I want to recommend to people, whether it's globally recognized as being good or bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to give your top 10 and then I'll give mine? And then if you want to stop and mention something about whatever it is.
Yeah, I could do that. And also we both have honorable mentions, right?
Yeah, I definitely. It was hard. This was a hard list to make for both of us.
I only have a few, but
that's fine. Yeah, if you feel free to, as you're going through, if you have something you want to say about that show, definitely
Yeah. Okay. Well, my 10 was a tie. Because I couldn't really think of
Is it in any order, or do you have it just kind of these are just my top 10? There's no specific order.
Oh no, I'm gonna go down from my least favorite all the way to my favorite, starting from 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so 10 least favorite, but still one of my favorites. I'm not saying this one's shit compared to all these other ones. It's just yeah. So it's a tie between One Punch Man and My Hero Academia.
Ooh.
So I know my girlfriend doesn't understand One Punch Man because she's but it's so, how'd she put it? She said something where it's I forget what she said, but I'm yeah, but that's the point of the show. He's supposed to be just
One
bored
punch.
with just bored with everything, and how kind of goofy it is.
Yeah.
But
it's almost a lot about the characters around him, around Saitama.
Yes. So they're the heroes, and then he just has to do one thing, and then that's it.
It has a lot of charm.
Yes. My number 9 is a classic Yu-Gi-Oh! The OG Yu-Gi-Oh! It's what I got heavily into the cards. Oh my gosh. I was almost like a drug dealer with those things in the schoolyard.
Now, were you more of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Person than a Pokemon person, like I was?
Yes. At least with card collecting.
Yes, same.
Pokemon
into
cards
the game,
were
I mean. Not necessarily the universe. But the game, I was more Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure.
Yes. But still, It's a classic, one of my favorites. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was actually pretty good as well.
I haven't.
Um,
I don't think I ever got around to watching GX.
yeah, that was pretty cool. It definitely felt like, oh, it's like we're trying to get like the cool kids into Yu-Gi-Oh, you know? So it seemed a lot more like teenager, you know, instead of like the classic like one with the cards, but it was still kind of like that. But that's also a good one. And then like there was like I forget another one where they're on like motorcycles. I wasn't really into that, so
Okay, but OG
but
Yu-Gi-Oh was the shit.
yeah. Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Um all right, so my number 8, I mean, Naruto. We all grew up with it. I don't think there's a single person out there that doesn't know what Naruto is.
So I do know what Naruto is, but I actually am one that has never gotten around to watching it.
Oh,
Or
really?
yeah, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I think it
I
was
did not
one of
know
those
that.
shows that was so globally loved that I kind of didn't want to watch it
Yeah.
for that reason. It was
Okay.
like, but there's no reason for me not to,
Yeah,
except for
that's
the
true.
fact that it's very long.
It is very long. And like so there's Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden and then I think after that Boruto, I don't know. But I just feel like Shippuden is where it's at. Like obviously watch the first Naruto when they're kids because you know, story building and but like oh, when you get to Shippuden there's so much cool shit.
Yeah,
So, I would definitely suggest starting that one
it will maybe happen at some point.
someday. Okay.
It will. You may well very. You might be able to convince me.
Okay. Let's see. Number 7. So 7 is Sword Art Online.
Okay.
And it's spin-offs like the
Yeah.
Gun Gale Online or whatever that
Yeah,
one's
so like
called.
the next season because Gun Gale was
Yeah.
2.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I really like that one. It really made me want a world like that where you can just kind of go into a game. I mean, I know VR is obviously a thing, but not like that. It was like a really cool concept that I liked, and I um watched it with my girlfriend too, so it's a nice special one.
Yeah. I love Sword Art, and I
Yeah.
don't understand the hate around Sword Art.
Is there hate?
People very much like to hate on Sword Art. I loved season 1. Season
Yeah.
2 I thought was great too. Gun Gale was fantastic. And I will die on that hill.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, the animation's always great. The music's always stellar. It's just good.
I don't mind a good love story. Okay,
Yeah.
my number 1 I think has the best love story. I'm gonna
And
say it now.
yeah, it's great. And let's be
Yeah.
real. It also like nuclear launched the isekai genre. If it wasn't for Sword Art, that
Oh,
genre
did it?
wouldn't be probably as prominent as it is today.
Oh, interesting. We'll see. So stop hating on it. Why? So wait, I just don't understand why they would hate on it.
It's because
though.
they do secretly like the show. It's one of those things.
Oh, damn. All right.
But yeah, I love Sword Art. I like that.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
I will say it didn't make my top 10. It very well should have.
yeah. I mean, it's only like it's good, but also it's just a special thing because me and my girlfriend
It
are
has
watching
meaning
it,
for
so
you, yeah.
yeah. So it has like a nice meaning. All right. So on to my number 6 is now you'll probably be surprised that this is so high up there, but there's kind of a reason. Number 6 is Gundam series.
I thought it'd be number 1.
I know, I know, but there's a reason because I was more late into the Gundam series, even though I absolutely love Gundam. I think just like in a meaningful like list,
Yeah.
Gundam is number 6 just because like I was so late into getting. I mean, I think I was in my teens when I got into Gundam, and I'm like, oh, mechs, that's awesome.
And then you
But
realize you love mechs.
yes.
Same.
So it's what got me into like the mech universe, as it did probably almost everyone else.
Yeah. Me and Dean
Um,
love Gundam. He's very
I love
excited
Gundam.
about it. I'm excited about it. We're probably going to talk about Gundam a lot. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
new material coming out, so we'll probably talk about that a lot.
Yeah, but even though like that's a big passion now. Like it's only number 6 because of how late,
That makes
like
sense.
how I based my top 10
I
off
get that.
of.
And let's be real. Your top 10 is everything in that's like pretty important to you.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see. Number 5. So number 5 might be controversial because it's Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood.
Not
I
Brotherhood.
prefer the one like when the manga was still being like written, I think, and then Brotherhood was after the manga was all
Okay. Yeah,
like
see,
finished for it.
I've been recommended that show a lot, but I don't know much about like the difference between the regular and the Brotherhood. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if Brotherhood was like a sequel or if it was.
Yeah, the regular one was while like it was being made while the manga was still being written. So they had to like fill
Gotcha.
stuff and like do other things, I
So
believe.
they went off the trail a little bit, kind of like
Yeah.
how Game of Thrones did.
Yeah, I think you can compare it to like Dragon Ball Kai, like they kind of cut out all the stuff
Oh, they
that
cut out
doesn't need to
filler.
be needed. Yeah,
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
So then you're likely the same way as me, as in the fact that if we're gonna recommend Dragon Ball to anyone, it's not gonna
yeah,
be Kai,
yeah,
because
no.
one of the best things about Dragon Ball, and if you don't think this, I think you're crazy, is that Dragon Ball filler was fantastic.
I think so. Yeah, I mean I understand like how bad filler can be. I mean Naruto does have a lot of filler, but it's also character building for
Yeah, exactly.
characters. I want to see Piccolo take a driving test or whatever. Like
Yeah,
I want to see that because sometimes I just want to laugh at it. Like I think it's people thought it was bad when you had to watch it like
because
every week.
everyone
Like
wanted to
oh
get right
this
back to the action.
yeah like oh this is just a filler one for this week, but you can stream like just watch the whole thing. Like you'll be able to see it the next hour. You know it doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
And yeah, did it
But
suck getting home from school and wanting to see uh Goku beat the shit out of Frieza right away? Yeah, I
yeah
wanted that every day. But did I have to see 10 episodes of frogs jumping around?
yeah
Yeah, I did
yeah.
also have to see that.
Like I get it. I get why you don't like filler. It's because in the olden days when there wasn't streaming, we had to suffer through it when we just
Yeah.
want to watch,
But now we have
Vegeta get his
like,
butt kicked. Yeah.
yeah, we can get access to everything so quickly now.
Yeah. So I honestly though, like with everything, like Full Metal Alchemist, just standard one, that's my number 5. That's
Okay.
I like that
I
one.
like it.
All right, so number 4, Dragon Ball series.
Yeah.
Grew up with it. It's the best thing ever. Absolutely love it. Quote it. I watch it. I play the games.
It's a heavy influence on your life.
Yes. And then, it's with like the new Sparking game came out. I'm like rewatching everything and
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a good time with Dragon Ball. Just I mean, literally probably the first, I
It's
guess, quote unquote.
almost bigger than ever.
Yeah.
Then
Oh yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely got me into like more adult anime, like with powers and stuff, not just like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I love that one because that's on. I'll say right now that's on my list too.
yeah, awesome. Number 3. So more recently, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, just the animation, the idea, just the characters, um, just all of it is awesome. And then again, watching with my girlfriend and we getting heavily into it.
Yeah.
It's another special thing for me. So, yeah.
And you who's your favorite character? I know we're gonna talk
Nanami.
about characters at some point, but
Yeah, Nanami. Absolutely
yeah,
Nanami.
that's
I
right.
like I know everyone's like, "Oh, Gojo." Yeah, Gojo's badass, but I mean, come on. It's just not it's Nanami.
I like it.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
I
and
love it.
he's fantastic. And we're not gonna talk about anything else right now.
Nope,
Well, maybe
not yet.
sometime, but we will.
All right, number 2. This shows my age. Inuyasha.
Yeah,
I love
that's a great show.
Inuyasha. I mean, it's demon stuff. It's like ancient swords. It's fighting. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's that culture that I like as well. But like,
Yeah, and
just
you didn't dabble in the live action, correct?
I have not. No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Yeah, I
have-
haven't watched it either, but I did love the show.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a good show.
Good
All
pick.
right. Number 1, Yu Yu Hakusho, all-time favorite.
Another one
Yep.
on that old school Cartoon Network. What do you call it?
Toonami.
Toonami.
Yeah,
Their
Toonami.
runs. Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
show too.
I would talk about Yu Yu Hakusho all day. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. Just it was the anime that I watched that like how how the dark side, like the
Mhm.
dark kind of anime is, and like I don't know, like the feelings I felt growing up with that being in my life was awesome. Like it just I don't know. It showed me like more adult anime, like more than Dragon Ball. You
Yeah.
know, like Dragon Ball Z. Um it showed me like I think the best love story in everything between the main character, uh um Yasuke, right? Or no? Yusuke.
Um,
Um
I'm less familiar. I have to brush up on that show. It's been
yeah.
because the last time I
But
actually watched it was when I
yeah.
was.
Well, maybe I won't say too much about it then.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It won't be a spoiler
But
because
as
it'll
a
just spark my memory.
yeah, it'll just best love story, best fighting, some of the coolest powers you can see, especially the Dark Tournament
Yeah.
arc. Ugh,
Aren't they
like
supposed to be bringing that show back? I think I heard
um
like
like the
maybe
anime
not
or
necessarily a
well,
reboot, but
they did make the live action.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's I watch it. I try to watch it every year, like the whole
Really?
series every year. Yeah.
All right.
Um.
So that's
and-
like more influential to you than Dragon Ball even is.
yeah. Oh
Gotcha.
yeah. Because it got me into like the darker anime
Yeah.
stuff, and that's what really defined what I like about animes, like what draws me into certain ones.
Nice. Very
So,
good.
so yeah, that's my top 10.
Oh, so you already? Oh man, for some reason I thought that you had one left.
Oh no!
Do you
Oh wait, I
have?
do have. Yeah, I do have a couple honorable mentions here.
Yeah, you can run through
So,
those.
Seven Deadly Sins on Netflix. That one,
Okay.
I really like that series. Like it's this cool fantasy
Yeah,
series.
I think I've watched the first season and
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
yeah, it's really good. And then Castlevania
Is that
um,
the?
on Netflix as well.
Okay, I have not watched that one, but you recommend it?
What? Oh yeah, absolutely. Please, I thought you
I have
would
not
have
watched
seen
it.
that.
No,
Oh,
it was on
okay.
my watch list. I just
Okay,
haven't gotten
maybe
around to watching it.
we should really just start with that to watch because I think you would really like that.
Well, maybe we'll put it on the wheel.
Okay.
Well, actually, no,
Yeah,
because the
leave it
wheel's
up.
got to be for new things for both of us.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Well, I'll add it to the watch list, or
Okay.
upper, higher, faster on the watch list.
Because they just came out with like the second part, I guess. I mean, the first thing had 4 seasons, and then now I think it's called Nocturnal. That was also awesome. So, but it's like a set like into the future. I
It's
don't know.
like the same universe as the game.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But I
Or
highly
the
recommend
games.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, it's really good.
And you got any more?
No, it's just us two.
Oh, just those two? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, for the sake of time, I'm gonna go through my list, and I'm gonna touch on a couple of them, but there's a few here that I would like to go into in more depth, and I know
Yeah.
there's a couple here that I would really strongly recommend to you as well.
Okay.
And if you've seen these, definitely let me know. I know you've seen a couple of them. And my list is in no particular order because it's very hard to put one over the other.
Yeah. I mean, it was hard, but just I think it more feelings for mine,
but
I
for me
guess.
though, this one's my
Okay.
lists in general is a little bit harder for me
Okay.
to want to put ahead of another one. But
I
all
see.
these have an effect on my life in some way. And and I just love them.
Cool.
Based off what the things that I said earlier. So
Okay.
this isn't number one. It could be, but it's not necessarily. Guilty Crown. Have you seen Guilty Crown?
I have not.
I love that show. It's a fantastic show. It's got wonderful music. It probably has like my favorite music actually. And there's a lot of great OSTs out there. But Guilty Crown's great. It's got great animation. Some people don't really care for the story. I love the story. There's a love story in there. You'll like it. I think you'll like it a lot,
Okay.
especially because it's got some music in it. So Guilty Crown. Next on the list,
Alright.
Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin. And that Attack on Titan, I don't really have to say much. Most people, it's very high on their list. If it's not in their top 10, it's still high up there. Everyone, I think, can agree watching the first season of Attack on Titan was like monumental almost. It was insane. There was like a little bit of a... How far did you say you were?
I just need to watch the most recent.
The most recent? Okay.
Episode
So
that they
I'm not going to say anything,
put
but
out.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't get too out of...
Oh yeah, no, I'm
too
good all
crazy.
the way up until then.
But there was like, I think it was like season 3 where there was a little bit of a lull and people were like, oh God, what's happening to Attack on Titan? But all the way to the end, fantastic. The ending was phenomenal. Great show. And I want to do, I've already told you this, but I want to do like an episode that's kind of, we're just going in depth on Attack on Titan.
Cool.
Next is Erased. Have you seen Erased? You haven't seen Erased. Okay. That one, another show that I really recommend. I don't want to talk much about it right now. That's up there. Very good.
Okay.
This one is one that I know people don't like. And it's for reasons that are understandable. I love it. The material that's available for it is lacking, which is unfortunate. But it's Akame ga Kill. Ring a bell?
Nope, I have not heard that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make you watch that at some point then.
Okay.
Because you have to feel the feelings that I felt. And some of it's anger, some of it's sadness, some of it's laughter. It's all kind of stuff. But it's I think it's wonderful, and I will stand on the Akame ga Kill hill.
How do you spell that? I'm trying to look it up.
Akame. Ga, Ga.
Oh, okay. It pulled up. Okay.
And kill with an exclamation point. So that's fantastic. That's one of my favorite shows. There's a prequel manga. It's Akame ga Kill 0. But it's great. I love it. And then there's supposed to be something, I think, coming out, but take that with a grain of salt for now.
Yeah. Okay.
Next show.
Put it on
one of my favorites, slice of life of like all time. It's called Your Lie in April.
I have heard of it. I have not seen it.
It's one of the only shows that like every single episode made me emotional in some way, shape, or form. I might have teared up a little bit every freaking episode. And it is one of the saddest shows you will see.
Okay.
So if you want to watch something,
yeah, it's definitely on my
with
list.
Your girl.
Okay.
I recommend this. It's
great. Honestly, I probably cry more than her when we watch stuff. She's like, yeah, that's it. Like, she's more mad at like if someone dies or something. She's more like, what the. So more than just crying at it. Yeah, no, I know, but
it's a must-watch in my opinion. I think if I'm gonna put Castlevania high on my list, put that one high on your list.
Okay, all right.
Next, you already brought this into the pool. It's gonna be Dragon Ball, and it's gonna be every version of Dragon Ball. It doesn't, except for I didn't hate the the fan version. What was it? Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Refresh my memory. GT. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind
Yeah,
that.
me neither.
And I kind of thought it was cool that some things were acknowledged. But the Dragon Ball for me, as pretty much the same way that it was for you, is it. I grew up on it, and it kind of helped mold me in like my views and my beliefs, like trying to be like there for people and like support people, and it's just such it had such an impact on my life. There's not really much more I can say to that, but
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, they're like, even with early on Super and how the animation was messed up, it's still fantastic, and they're all always gonna be in my life. So that's what I have to say about that one.
All right. Those are good.
ReZero.
Yeah,
You haven't seen, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think so. No, like it seems familiar, but I don't know.
It's so a little bit of anime news. Season 3 is coming out soon.
Oh, nice.
Which I'm super excited for. I love it's so good.
Oh,
Season
okay,
1.
yeah. ReZero. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at an image and I'm like, okay, I haven't seen it, but I've seen like this everywhere.
Yeah. So just to give you a little bit of a genre, it's isekai. It's very dark.
That's perfect. I like that.
And I think you'll love it. It's fantastic.
Also,
and there's
I want to point out.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you can finish.
No, I was gonna say, like, I just want to point out to anyone listening, like, Chris is a lot more knowledgeable about anime than I am, so like he knows more. Just so in case I'm like, huh, what's that?
No.
Yeah, no. I'm just an avid watcher.
We're all here to learn and go on this journey together. That's why it's the Anime Odyssey.
Exactly. So, but you said it was dark.
Yes, it's very dark.
Good.
It's very good.
Okay.
Also, so I highly recommend it, and it would be cool in my heart of hearts if you maybe watched it and we could almost watch season 3 together.
Okay. Well, where can I watch it? Where
you can watch it Crunchyroll.
Okay.
And I think that's the primary place.
Okay.
And they definitely do have a dub.
Okay, good. Like you're like, yep, it's absolutely 100% in that.
So from ReZero on to my next one, Angel Beats.
Angel Beats. That sounds familiar.
It is another
I feel like I've heard that.
Pretty sad anime. You're gonna see like a trend that I like sad animes.
Sad ones, yeah.
Very good show. Another recommendation from me. It'll probably make you cry.
Okay.
Another one that was on your list is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic. It's wonderful. The movie was great. The art's fantastic. I love the characters. Itadori, Nanami, even Sakuna. Like, everything is fantastic. I love it. I can't wait for the next season. Without going into too much detail, you're caught up. I'm caught up.
Yep.
Last season made us mad in not a bad way, in the visceral way. And yeah, and hopefully we'll have an episode where we go in depth in Jujutsu Kaisen as well.
Perfect. Yes.
Because we want to talk about it. And then number 10 on my top 10, not in that order, is Death Parade.
Nope. I don't know that one.
Okay. Great show. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just give you the synopsis of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great show. Essentially, what happens is you got it's basically like purgatory. Where's the hang on.
Oh.
Why is there no? I just wanted to give you like the actual synopsis of it.
Oh, okay.
Because I will butcher it, and I don't want to butcher it. Do, 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 do.
A
All right.
lot of these I have not heard of.
So this is Crunchyroll's description. There is a
Okay.
place after death that's neither heaven nor hell, a bar that serves you one chance to win. You cannot leave until the game is over, and when it is your life, your life may be too. So essentially,
Okay.
the bartender takes two people that have just recently died,
Yeah.
and he pits them against each other in a game of what's like essentially life or death. If you win, you get another chance at life in reincarnation.
That sounds awesome.
It's
actually.
it's wonderful. It's such a good show.
I'm actually gonna add that to my list right now.
Yeah, so I definitely highly recommend that one.
Death Parade. Okay.
And
So of all the ones that you're recommending me right now, which one would you say I start with at least? Death Parade.
let's go. Your Lie in April or Death Parade. It can be either.
Okay.
I say if you want to watch with your girl, go Your Lie in April.
Okay.
But Death Parade.
Honestly, she probably preferred Death Parade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, either. I just mean in the sense that like it'd be a good sit down together and watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So you can go either. Both are extremely good.
Okay. I'll add it to our list then.
And they might sneak their way into your top 10.
Maybe. I will have to. I mean, I definitely need to make like maybe another one of like newer ones. Try to.
Yeah. Well, we got our ongoing list. I'll make sure to update that with some of these.
Yeah. Because once I'm more prepared, I could go into. Because like even some of these are my favorite anime. Sometimes like I'm not good with names, so I'm like I think this is, especially if they have a very Japanese name. My brain just I can't.
I get
I'm
it.
like
There are times where someone will bring the Japanese name of a show to me, and I'll be like, "Listen,
well,
tell me that again," and I'll look it up and I'll know what it is. But there are some that I just know the Japanese name of too.
Yeah.
But onto my honorable mentions.
All right.
What makes my honorable mention is basically season 1 was fantastic, but most of what was after that was very disappointing.
Okay.
So these are like close to top 10, could have been in my top 10 if it weren't for the later material.
Okay.
And first one, this has nothing to do with the manga. It is strictly the anime, and it's The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland.
So I haven't seen that, but that was one of my higher ones on my list.
The first season is phenomenal. It is so good.
Okay.
And I want you to watch the first season, but I almost don't want you to watch the second season.
Why is it bad, or is it just
it's so bad.
Oh,
it's not good. And because the material that they left out, and it was just not great. I don't even really want to talk about the second season, but I can tell you that the first season, I just don't want you to be as disappointed as I was. That's why I only want you to watch the first season.
Okay. Well, maybe I can bust them out at
or who knows? Maybe you'll like the second season and you'll think I'm crazy. But I almost guarantee that you won't, because it's kind of widely expressed how bad the second season was.
Interesting.
Next is Assassination Classroom.
Oh, is that with the big like yellow smiling dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The teacher.
Obviously, I haven't seen it, but yeah, I know of it.
It's so good, and it's fun, and it's good, and the animation's great, and I just love it. It's great.
Okay. I mean, these are all definitely on my list because I have interest in them, but I just haven't seen them yet.
Now I have a couple sports anime.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Ace of Diamond, which is about baseball.
Okay.
It's probably my favorite sports anime in that genre. Great. It's if you're a fan of baseball, or if you played baseball when you were younger, or if you play baseball now, you'll probably really enjoy it.
Like it? Okay.
Yeah, it's great. There's a lot of emotional moments in it. There's a lot of freaking pump up moments in it. It's just an overall great anime. Next, we mentioned this kind of like before we started the recording is
Mhm.
Vinland Saga,
Oh yeah.
and
Yep.
just it, there's not really a good reason I can give you that it's not in my top 10. It
Yeah.
just unfortunately it's a top 10, not a top 11.
Oh
um,
man.
and it's another phenomenal show. The animation style is great. The settings, one of my favorite settings, like you know the Viking era,
hmm
like all that kind of stuff.
And
It's
that's
right
what
up in my
draws me
wheelhouse.
into it. Yeah, the Viking stuff. I'm
Yeah,
very Viking loving. I love Viking stuff.
yeah, it's so good, and I think you'll love every moment of it.
Okay.
Um, this next one is in the same vein as not similar to the vein of The Promised Neverland. And it's Aldnoah Zero.
I've heard of it.
So it's a mecha anime.
Oh, wait. I think I know what you're talking about. It's on Netflix?
Might be now.
Okay.
Um,
No, I have seen this.
oh, you
Cuz
have seen it?
yes, I believe I have seen this because does it have that like slidey animation?
I don't
Is
know
it
about Slidey.
okay?
But I can tell you this: that
What?
season one was freaking awesome. See,
Hold
like
on.
we already went over how we love mecha. It's a great
Yes.
mecha. Um, season two got a little too not good.
Okay, this
I wouldn't
sounds
say it's as bad as the second season of The Promised Neverland.
yeah.
But it definitely disappointed me, in ways that I cannot describe. But the first season was great. The ending was like right in my head. The season one, and I just love that first season. If you want to get into it, I recommend it. Just
Okay.
take season two with no hype coming out of season one.
Okay. What is it called again?
Aldnoah Zero.
Elden Noah.
No, just
Okay.
Aldnoah.
Oh. Okay. I'll have to yeah, I'll have to check these out now.
First season's great. It's phenomenal. Next is another sports anime.
Okay.
It's called Blue Lock, and that is currently ongoing. And it's so good.
Is
If
it
you like
it's
soccer,
yeah, I was gonna
yes.
say it's soccer, right?
If you
Okay.
like
Yeah.
soccer, you're just gonna like it in general.
Okay.
But if you even if you don't like soccer or sports, it's a phenomenal anime.
Yeah.
It has like all the awesome tropes of like rivalry, and um the animation is fantastic. It just it checks all the boxes, and I'm excited for everything else that comes out.
Oh,
um and then last on my honorable mention is Hell's Parade.
okay.
Just a
I think I mentioned that earlier.
You
That
did.
one.
You did
Yeah.
mention that one. Um, before we started recording.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Hell's Parade, great, and
Cool.
that's my honorable mention
Awesome.
and my top 10.
Good.
So
Those were good ones. And yeah, like with Attack on Titan, it is high up there.
mhm.
Like, because I really do and I really enjoyed the anime, so like I'm excited to like rewatch because I want to rewatch it
Yeah,
just to finish it off with like the last episode that I haven't seen, just because I know it's the last one. So I'm like, you know, what, let's just go through it. So I think it's actually really great timing that we should definitely talk more about it.
yeah.
But
Um, so yeah, out of that, that's all of our both of our top tens, and
mhm.
I thought that was awesome. I thought yours was great. I like the detail you went into some of them.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm gonna have to check a couple of them out.
Yeah, I'll have to check out most of your lists because I'm not as
And I'll make
knowledgeable.
sure
I
you
don't
get
have
it too, so this
all
way
right, cool.
it won't be forgotten. I will not let you forget.
Okay.
But so we need to get into the next part,
All right.
which is my segment.
Ooh,
Luckily
all
it's
right.
on the shorter end.
Okay.
So I won't take up too much of your time here. I don't have a name for it because this isn't going to be permanent, but
Okay.
eventually, I will have something more permanent. It's what is does that sound come from? kind of.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh
so I'm gonna
gosh.
play a
Okay.
sound
Okay.
and or a song and or a sound effect.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, hey, what do you think that's from?
Okay.
And
No,
yeah.
Okay.
And some of
Okay.
them might be easy. Some of them, maybe they're harder than I think they are. But I think
Well, maybe because like, there was
I
a
made
time where
sure
I
to
didn't watch
choose.
anime. So
Well, I made sure to choose stuff that I know you've seen.
okay.
But also we'll just find out. There's only 3 of them,
I guess we will.
and we're gonna give it a go right now.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So let me know if you can hear this. Where you at?
Oh God, I'm oddly stressed out now.
All right. So I'm gonna give you. So this is Gohan
Okay.
sending out his Kamehameha wave. I need you to listen to this and tell me what saga it's from.
Oh God. Okay.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. Is that the Cell Saga?
Yep. Yeah, you got
Yeah, he's Super Saiyan 2, right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's it. That one. I figured it'd be easy.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, what's
Yeah,
it?
I could.
Then the long wave music. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you got it. That's one of 3.
Okay. All right. What's the next one?
Next, and I know you're gonna know this, but
We'll
what
see.
is this sound?
All right. Well, that's obviously Mobile Suit Gundam.
What kind of
And
Gundam?
it's Zaku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the eye, right?
Yep. It's the activation.
Yep. Oh yeah. that's
Very well
good.
done. Very
Thank
well
you.
done. I knew you'd get that one.
Oh,
And now this one
all right.
might be the
Stump me?
harder one,
Okay.
but it also is it should be pretty well known if you've seen this. All right, get ready.
Okay. Okay.
What is that from?
Ooh.
It doesn't have to be the right season or anything. It's just the show.
Okay. I mean, see, like sometimes that's hard because
Did it sound familiar too?
it a little. Is it from Attack on Titan?
Yep.
Okay.
See, you did it.
Is it the outro or is it the intro?
It plays in different aspects of the show.
It's just like
sometimes
music?
it'll play
Okay.
like in an action scene.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure because I'm like that doesn't sound like intro outro music.
Yeah.
That's what was really making me like Attack on Titan because if I knew it was like just like a normal
Yeah.
put in music, but okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh, God.
I wasn't trying to make it too hard. I wanted it to be easier, but I do want to do more of that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm up for that and try to make them harder. Like,
yeah. No, I will.
Let me explore like more anime. That way I can like get these questions right. It'll make me
And I was gonna
study
do
more.
I was gonna do this one, but just to see if you can figure out the.
Oh yeah.
Because I know you've seen. I'm just gonna play another one real quick.
Okay.
But I know you've seen the show, but you watch it in dub, and this is in Japanese. So I don't know what the dub sounds like, but this is it. Does that sound any familiar to something you'd hear in Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh, is that Nanami?
That is Sukuna.
Who is that one again? Hold on.
That's the
names.
the demon.
Oh, okay.
And Itadori.
Okay.
And that's just like his Ryoki Tenkai technique.
Oh God, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I was gonna play that one, but I wasn't sure
Yeah.
how different like obviously the dub and the sub are gonna sound different, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure like in terms of
I do
how they say
wanna
things.
Yeah, I do want to do it like a watch through through sub as well. Like I'm not opposed to either or. I just prefer dub because it's just easier for me to listen than to read. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can't read as quickly as I can hear.
yeah, I get
So
that. Now we are going to move on to the final part. This is where we are going to decide a show that we are going to watch within the next week for the next episode.
I'm actually really excited.
So, and
for
then
this.
on the next episode, we're going to talk about this. We're going to, we can talk about what we liked about it, or what we really hated about it. Pretty much whatever. But we're going to go into it in the next episode. And I'm going to bring over the wheel so you can see it.
Yay!
So, you know, I'm not tricking you. So yeah,
is there one on here that you're hoping more than the others?
Kaiju number 8.
Okay. I'm actually hoping for Terminator because
It does
was
look
actually
really good.
excited
I mean,
to
I
watch
think
that
I'm
one.
excited to watch any one of these, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got Terminator 0, Kaiju number 8, Windbreaker, Berserker of Gluttony, and Bartender Glass of God.
Yeah. And neither of us have seen this.
Exactly.
Except for you've seen Kaiju though, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Then yeah, we haven't seen these
Yeah.
ones, so these are going to be
The point of
new.
this part is just so we're picking something that we both haven't watched, and we're going to go into it next week and discuss it.
Right.
So yeah, here we go.
Okay. All right, let's see. What do we got?
It's going to be Terminator 0.
All right, cool.
Looks like we're watching Terminator 0.
Yay.
So next week we're going to talk about this.
Yeah.
I don't know how in depth, but we are going to talk about it. So yeah.
Cool.
What do you think?
Wait. Yeah, no, I'm excited. That's kind of, I wanted because I saw the commercials and I'm like, this looks actually pretty awesome.
Are you a little nervous that it's
not going to be that?
Terminator
Yeah.
And it's like being turned into an anime? Like, were you a fan of the Terminator?
Yeah. I grew up, not in the 80s when it was coming out. So, I didn't really have that excitement. But, my parents showed me all the classic movies, and that was one of them. And I thought it was an awesome idea. I'm not like hardcore, like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But, it's a good, movie.
I think I had mixed feelings about it. I wasn't really a huge Arnold fan, and a lot of people hated me for that.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Arnold, but I just, as an actor.
Yeah, it wasn't your thing.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. Terminator was good, but I'm excited to watch this because it's anime.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll watch that.
Cool.
And now, this is where we end the show.
Okay.
I think, how do you think things went?
I think things went. Yeah, I feel, I'm nervous because I don't know how to talk and stuff like that.
I thought you did well.
But I think the more
well.
well, thank you. The more we do this, I think I'll start to loosen up and be able to express more and be ready and prepared for coming back.
So where can your music be found if you want people to know where to find that?
Oh, you can just go to my Spotify. I have 2 songs on there now. I just made it. Made the Spotify account. Yeah. So,
and what's the Spotify account?
You can look up. It's Daikun, so it's Deikun. Yeah, and I have 2 songs on there. I worked with another singer, a very talented singer, and then I'll be putting up probably the intro song, a longer version on there eventually. So, but yeah.
Very good. So if you enjoy the intro song, you know where to go now for that. Definitely check his stuff out. And I got a couple. We're gonna try to get a Reddit page up for anyone interested, to have an ongoing discussion of things that we talk about, or to suggest things. I just wanted it to kind of be like an open thing for everyone. And then there will be a YouTube channel where we'll just basically post this and you'll have a video background and yeah. So that is the first episode of the Anime Odyssey. Thank you for listening. And
thank you.
Thank you, Dean, for joining me on this adventure.
Of course, I can't wait to continue it.
Hell yeah. All right. We will see you all next time.
See ya.